It's Ron Reader digs the universe. I'm Ron Reader, and this is Ron Reader Digs the Universe. And tonight, why do liberals think everything is racist? A few years back, not too long into the Trump years, an old high school friend, he's now a conservative, he asked me in a Facebook comment thread, in all sincerity, why do liberals think everything is racist? I don't even remember what I told him. I mean, I'm liberal, and I don't think my toothbrush, for instance, is racist. So it was a sort of loaded question, assuming that liberals really do think everything is racist. But I have no doubt that he sincerely, authentically believes that liberals really are race-obsessed zealots out to ideologically purify everything and everyone. And, of course, necessarily accompanying his belief is the notion that racism is no longer a problem in this country and that liberals are madmen. I think that's a fairly common view among conservatives. So what's going on here? You got to try to see the issue of racism from the conservative point of view. To them, racial justice and harmony, they're like a Brady Bunch episode featuring non-Brady kids. We've got some visual diversity going on, kids from multiple races, but they don't have any significant part in the story, don't have any lines. Those are all the white Brady kids get to have all the lines. These children of color then essentially serve as a window dressing, props, an attempt to paint a veneer of racial justice over a white-dominated society. And that is racial utopia for conservatives. Seen but not heard, white people still running the show, but as long as a conservative is willing to sit down and drink a beer with the black guy, there ain't no racism, everything's copacetic. They think they've got it covered. They got a vision of MLK's dream. They adhere to it. They expect us all to adhere to it. It doesn't matter that conservatives have been told countless times how inaccurate their vision is, how many times it's all been explained to them. They think they've got it covered. Indeed, over the years that their racial view has been challenged so many times when they think they have it covered, why, that's done nothing but feed the smoldering embers of white resentment still burning after the end of Jim Crow in the 1960s. Was, well, you know, that's actually right around when the Brady Bunch was on television. Go figure. You know, the crazy thing is, deep down, these conservatives, they know that they harbor racist attitudes. They know about their discomfort among people of color. They know that they're less judgmental toward white people than they are toward people of color. I mean, you know, just consider Colin Kaepernick and the sports kneelers. Conservatives say that their outrage is because he's disrespecting the flag, but conservative support for people literally shitting in the Capitol on January 6th says otherwise. They hate Kaepernick because he dares to criticize white supremacy, and deep down, they know it. They all get together in their white enclaves and talk about how they're the real victims of racism and work themselves into a frenzy, reinforcing their fucked up, fake race utopia ideas and expanding their racism into all kinds of new bullshit. White resentment and racism they're just two sides of the same coin. I mean, that's a good way to spot a racist. How resentful is he about his lot in life as a white guy? It's a bizarre head game they play with both themselves and with us. Liars, believers, liar believers, believer liars. What will those crazy racist conservatives say next? it is no surprise at all that they think liberals are obsessed with race. Liberals refuse to play by their right-wing Brady Bunch fantasy rules. So we must be crazy. I'm Ron Reeder, and this has been Ron Reeder Digs the Universe. Join me, Ron Reeder, again next week for another episode of Ron Reeder Digs the Universe.